Hey my lovelies, and welcome to another Fill Me In General Energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading can resonate whenever you find it. It is timeless. It can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year. But do keep in mind, because it is general reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone listening. So only take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. And if you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings, or your general forecast for the rest of the year, or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. And I feel like I was going to say something else, but let's go ahead and get on with the reading. If I remember, I'll say it. Okay. I'm hearing I'm hearing that ass is a gift. I don't know where what that relate I could get a feeling of what it relates to, but I feel like someone is deeply appreciating someone physically. Um yeah, it's like someone, I feel like this is a new a new connection or newer, and I feel like this person is like deeply, and reverse it if that's how it applies, but I get like someone is deeply appreciating you, and it's like they love every single thing about you, and it makes you feel, I don't know even how to explain how you feel, because that may actually be what you're saying. Like you might say like, I can't even explain the way they make me feel, but it's amazing. You don't have a word. Like amazing is an understatement for how they make you feel. It's like they make you feel something, but I feel like whatever this feeling is something that you've never felt before. The way they appreciate you, the way you interact, the way I'm hearing you make love, everything is so different than what you've had in the past. And so it's something, it feels, something about this feels somewhat like a mystery to you. Like it's not a mystery, because I feel like everything is out in the open and honest, but I get the sense that as far as describing it, or like you can't compare it to anything, and not even just in your personal past, like you've never even heard of a relationship like this before. You've never, like, you haven't seen this kind of thing on TV, movies, around you in your environment, or social media. It's like this connection supersedes anything you've ever encountered in this world. And I know that sounds so bizarre, but I feel like that's how you feel. This makes you feel something that you have never experienced, not even on a secondhand basis. And so it's like you're going through the experience, still trying to find a way to properly describe what this is and how it makes you feel. But it's good. I would just say that. It's like it feels as if everything, I don't know, it's like ever since the two of you connected, it feels like everything around you was flourishing. This connection brought blessings, or brings blessings to both of you, because I feel like it's still happening. It's not past tense. I feel like you all are flourishing in so many ways together and separately now that you're connected. It's like I'm getting someone looking back at the person and they're just like shaking their head, but like it's a really unbelievable feeling. You can't believe that. I feel like both of you are feeling this way. You can't believe that you found someone like each other. You can't believe that you have so much in common, that you connect on so many levels. And this is beyond just like, liking the same food, or having the same favorite color, or, having the same sense of humor. It goes beyond, like I said, like it goes beyond the physical level. It goes beyond like this physical world. It's like you connect on like another realm. And it's like you all haven't even quite figured out how that realm works where you connect. But It's like it feels this person honestly feels like you. And I know that, there's this that, it's all popular to, everybody discover their twin flame, but I don't feel like it's a twin. I feel like it's something more than a twin. Well, honestly, just recently I got like a message about there being a difference between twin flames and twin souls. And I haven't quite worked out the definition in my head when it comes to the difference between the two. But one thing is for certain, or was made clear to me, is that twin flames aren't meant to stay together. They're meant to encounter each other and spark each other's growth. And I feel like twin souls, they're more of the whole healed version of each other. So it's like with twin flames, that the dynamic is usually where one, like you both have the opportunity to grow, but one twin usually lags behind and they don't grow. And they, like, if you try to keep the connections together, it becomes toxic. Like one person is awake and the other is not. But I feel like with twin souls, as far as the information and downloads I've gotten, when they come together, it's like they're both on the same path. Like it's not so much like you come together and you have to separate and you have to like try to wake up the other and advise the other on like what the connection is. It's like you both come together. It's like if you're not all the way healed, it's like you both are committed to healing. You're both are committed to growing and doing it together. And it's like you don't have to advise each other on what is right versus wrong. You don't have to check each other so much because I just get like you're both on the same page. Hence, twin souls, like your souls are at the same level at the same time. So it is, I'm getting that there is a difference. So if I guess if I was to label this connection as anything, it would probably relate more to twin souls than twin flames. But yeah, this person, they feel just like you. Like you, and it's not just like I said, it's not just like the basic commonalities that people would have. It's like on a soul level, this person, you connect with each other, you understand each other. This is the type of relationship that you can honestly see yourself going for the rest of your life with and dying with, like on some like we love, like what's the saying, it's like I'm honestly just getting like we die together. Like that's how the two of you feel. You feel so in sync in a way that like I said, right now you can't fully explain because you've never encountered it before. And the way everything is growing and flourishing around you, and I'm hearing the way you respect each other. You respect each other's space, you respect each other's minds, you respect each other's hearts. This is like so healthy. Like it just gives me the fit, like I want to go eat some healthy food. Like that's how this makes me feel. This feels very healthy. You can, and the thing about it is you have like this, it's like a teamwork energy here. Like you look out for each other. So when one is down or not in like the greatest energy, or having a hard time, the other shows up. And it's not something you have to reach out and say like, hey, I'm having a hard time, can you come through? It's like they just naturally know that they need to be there for the other and they show up, and vice versa. There, it's like they have this sort of um antenna with each other where they just know, like even before the whatever, if there is any kind of negative energy or negative circumstance that comes about, it's like the antenna they have for each other allows them to sense that it's about to come on, and they show up like right in the nick of time before the spiraling or the tears happen. And it's just, it feels like, how did you know that this is going to happen? It's like, I don't know, I just felt like you needed me. And so it's like you're able to say the right things to each other at the right time, at the right be in the right place at the right time for each other. um Like I cannot say enough, this feels so healthy. Like it feels like I just want to eat like a bunch of fresh lettuce. Like I don't know. It's like the inside of me, like I'm feeling the healthiness from this connection. And I feel like neither of you expected to find this in one another. It just sort of happened. It's like one day, even if you've known each other before, I feel like one day it's like the light just came on for both of you, and it's like you realize like you're my person and you're just, and everything else just kind of faded away, but it's like that day in that moment it became so clear, and it's been just this healthy back and forth and interaction ever since. And if this has not happened yet, I feel like it's going to happen soon. Maybe it's going to start, it's going to happen before the ending of this month whenever you watch this. But I get like there's like days. Like if it hasn't happened yet, I feel like it's just a matter of days before you experience this light turning on moment to find like where you realize your person, and you don't have to worry about like you recognizing it and the other person not. I feel like it's a mutual, like you, like the light turns on for both of you. So as opposed to like twin flames where like one is awakened and the other is not, like this is not happening like that. Everything is very mutual here. And it just feels like, it feels like you die to your past. Both of you are gonna feel that way. So who you used to be, it's like coming together and the light turning on for both of you to recognize that you're each other's person. It's like if you did have any sort of unhealthy habits or patterns in past relationships, or even any sort of like unhealthy connections that were lingering around, I feel like all of that, like the minute the light turns on for you all, like all of that, like you died to that whole past of yours and you become a whole new person. But it happens so automatically, like you don't have to think about it. This is not something you're putting effort into. It's just like the minute you recognize each other, everything else in the past doesn't matter. And even if you were not the healthiest partner in previous relationships, it's like you want to show up and be the best version of yourselves for each other. This is what you bring out of each other. And I feel like you both put each other on the pedestal. So it's not so much of like one person uplifting the other. Because most of the time in normal relationships, there's always one person, or usually one person, who is more broken or in need of more like help or support because of things they've gone through, or like a level they're at and they're healing. And there's one person who's like more healed. So it's like they're showing up more. They're putting more effort into lifting that person up. I feel like you all have done the work. So it's not like one person needs more nurturing than the other. I feel like you're at the same space and you provide mutual support and you both put each other on the pedestal, so you're at equal footing in every way. Yeah, no one, it is not to say that you're not going to experiencing like being babied by your partner or vice versa, but I just get that it's just, you just feel so much the same. Like I guess I might even title this Twin Souls, because I'm honestly feeling, although it's kind of a new revelation for me, but and I don't really, I stopped subscribing to any of those titles before, like for a long time actually. um but yeah, for like years I stopped subscribing to any of this like twin flame soulmate, rhetoric. But it's like just recently I got this download. It's like I guess God decided it was important for me to know. So yeah, it's like I'm still working it out in my head, but because it's like when you have deep programming in one way, it's kind of hard to undo it. So it's like I'm going through the process of deprogramming myself from what I thought I knew versus, the truth or the revelation I just recently got about it. But yeah, this feels very much like the downloads I've been getting about twin souls. You all are very spiritually connected. Like I say, you're linked in a way that's beyond the physical. And going back to the message I got at the beginning about that ass is a gift. So Yeah, I feel like there's a deep appreciation for your physical as well, for both of you. I feel like you're deeply physically attracted to each other. Like, I feel like the attraction, the physical, the chemistry between you all is insane. I would just say that. And like, there is nothing about one another that turns the other off. If anything, it's like even the oddest thing that would probably turn you off about somebody else, you're like deeply attracted to that in this person and vice versa. And you're both highly, highly spiritually gifted. You all have spiritual gifts that I'm hearing are going to be useful for the future. But I feel like you don't necessarily talk about, you don't really show this side of you to everybody. So you could be around people every day and they don't know how highly intuitive you are, like how tapped in you are. But I feel like you both can read people like a book, like from just a couple seconds of seeing them. It's like you can kind of like scan their whole being and figure out like what their weaknesses are, their strengths are. And I feel like you all are going to, like, you either have had this moment already or you're going to have this moment in the future where like you both realize you have that gift. Like you could be encountering someone for the first time, and it's like you notice that you're doing the same things, and like if you have a discussion about the person, it's like you both have the same assessment of the person. You're just like, I picked that up too, like I saw that, like it's, and that's the moment where you realize that you both have the same spiritual gift or gifts. And there are no games here. That's like that attributes a lot to like the healthy feeling I'm picking up here, because I get like maybe one or both of you were used to people who play, like you played games in previous relationships. Either you play games or your other partners play games, or like you were like mutually playing games in previous relationships. But I feel like here there are no games. It's like you're just very much like open, very much like there's just like a like the language is plain between you. You don't have to, yeah, it's like you don't, there's no back and forth, there are no power plays because nobody's trying to one up the other. You're both on equal footing. Like I said, you're both the same, you both want the same things, and you both pour into each other the same way. And this is what allows this relationship to flourish in the way that it does, because all those blocks and like the unhealthy energy, like it just murkies, like it makes everything so murky. But I feel here it's like the energy is just very clear, and it's remaining that way because you both have the same goal to keep your energy and everything within it very clear, and that includes this relationship. You all have gone through something. I feel like your lives mirrored a lot until up until this point, up until the point of you all coming together. And I feel like whatever you went through in the past, it made you realize a lot of what you don't want. And so you cleared a lot on your own, and then I feel like you may have put it in your mind that if you got into another connection that you weren't going to do certain things. So it's like you both came in with the same goals. Like I said, your souls have gone through the same level of evolution up until this point, hence twin souls. But yeah, I get that. And it just, this feels so, like I said, I don't even have a word for it, because good, amazing, all of those normal adjectives, it's not really hitting in the way that you feel. It's not matching the incredible energy you're feeling from this. But this, like, you have each other's heart. Like there's a grip on each other's heart. Like you are in love with each other, and it doesn't matter how long this it's been since you all connected, even if it's just a matter of days, you already are in love. Like it could have been a love at first sight situation, or it's going to be if you haven't met this person yet. It was just a matter of that light turning on. Once that light turns on, like even if you have known this person, as soon as that light turns on, you feel like you're in love. But not feel like you are in love, because I feel like it's a very real connection here. And honestly, I'm getting like a gripping, like you both have a grip. It's like you both reached into each other's chest and gripped each other's hearts and you're not letting go. That's how this feels. Like this, you have each other in a chokehold, but it's a good chokehold. You don't feel, this is not karmic. This is not, it, like I said, it's the healthiest love you've probably ever experienced in your lives. And you're going to continue to grow so much together. I already mentioned earlier that everything in your life is already starting, everything in your lives are starting to flourish already. Um, but there's more to come. Any rut that you were in, I feel like it started to dissipate once you came together with this person. It's like that there's that's the reward for you all coming together. That's how you know that someone is for you, is when both of your lives flourish. Like you start to do better, you start to get blessings and things, like you start to, like the light starts to show in your life a lot more. Now, if you start to feel depressed and, the opposite of all those things, then that, that's not the person for you, because true love doesn't, true love doesn't hinder you. True love doesn't bring you down. True love uplifts you. It doesn't box you in. And that's the other thing here. I'm getting, there's a lot of feeling of freedom. Like you feel free with each other. It's not a matter of like, the connection you have and the commitment that you're making to each other is not because you're holding each other hostage in it. It's naturally something that you want to do. You feel more free loving each other than you do not loving each other or trying to, open yourselves up to other people. It's like you, maybe in the past you could have felt very bound, like, or very what do you call it? You could have felt smothered by like commitment or the thought of commitment, or somebody in this connection did. But I feel like with each other, you don't feel that way. You don't feel like you're choking. You don't feel like you're being held hostage. You feel more free being in this connection than you've ever felt being with anybody else, or being single even. And I did not expect to read, like I thought I was gonna get like because I've done like about what, three love messages in a row, and I thought I was gonna get a break from that today, but apparently not. So yeah, a lot of you all are either coming in connection with, like you're coming into union with your person that you're meant to be with, or you've newly formed this connection with this person that's your person. And I feel like a lot of you who are resonating with this, who tune into my channel at this time, I feel like you all are in the season of love. So I guess that's why I'm picking up so much love energy, because this is your love era. Yeah. I'm getting like you could take that to the bank. You can count on that. Like there's a very big, like you can count on each other. There's that energy is very strong here. Like you hold true to your word, both of you. Like I said, mentioned earlier, you show up for each other even before you even know that you need each other. And it's a very strong energy. Like both of you are very certain that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. Like you can see yourselves growing old together. Yeah, it's like somebody, it's like you found each other, the light came on, you fell in love, and you're just like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna go and pack all my bags. This is where I'm gonna be forever. Like you all are very, like you are very certain about that. Like you're not letting each other go. Like I'm hearing somebody say, I can't let you leave, you know. And so yeah, I feel like but both of you feel that way. Everything about this is very mutual. It's not one-sided at all. I don't feel like there's any flexing like, oh, this person loved me so much, you know, and I love them, but you know, they love me more. I don't get any of that kind of energy here. This is very much like you both have each other in a chokehold. You both have that grip on each other's heart so deeply. And I said earlier, you both put each other on the same pedestal. Like you're at the same, there's equal footing all the way through. This is extremely healthy. And this is not very common in this world today. But congratulations to whoever this resonates for, because this is the healthiest love I've ever channeled in my whole entire career of channeling. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I hope it resonates. I hope it was helpful to you all. Again, if you have not checked out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance, and I'll be back with more readings, lovelies. Bye.